Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's late here, but I wanted to do another quick video because this has been on my mind. And I've just been thinking a lot about how the phrase, how you do one thing is how you do everything, is kind of true. I don't think it's 100% true, honestly, but there's something there for sure. And I was thinking about how it's so similar to other phrases that I really like, that I really resonate with, um, such as you fall to the level of your systems. And I think they're not quite the same, but they're very similar in saying that the way you set yourself up in little ways in life is how you're going to do when the big things come along, basically. So you're either setting yourself up for success or you're setting yourself up for failure. And a similar saying is like that in the Bible. Um, and I don't know it word for word, but it's basically just talking about how if you can trust someone with the little, you can trust them with the many. And that goes vice versa. If you can't trust someone with the little, then you might not be able to trust them with the many. And so I've just been thinking about for myself how all the little things that I'm doing not well, these little imperfections, how they can spill over to other areas in my life, and also how I've seen this in other people. So I definitely think this is so true. And I want to give a couple examples because I've just been thinking about them. So I was talking to this guy, and he would say things like, I understand that the upbringing I had, my dad, he cheated on my mom and he kind of showed me not what not to do. And so here we have like that verbal confirmation of like, I want to go in a different direction. I want to go in the right direction. I want to be faithful. I want to be a husband. I want to be a father, all that stuff. But then when you actually get to peeling back the layers of that person, then all of a sudden but even if we get married, I'm still going to go to the strip club. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. Like, that's what I'm going to do. And then through more conversation, we peel back the layers a little bit further. And it's like, well, I would mainly be doing that if you weren't giving me something. And it's the closest that I could get to an outlet without cheating on you. And now all of a sudden, we have the red flags. We have the red flags. So, the way that I have thought about this phrasing is basically the small things about yourself, or the things about yourself that you think are vastly unrelated to another area of your life, or you might think, well, I recognize that that wasn't the right thing, or I recognize that this isn't the best thing, so I will have the self-control when the time comes to enact my future and my will the way that I want to. And I hope that you got from that story that that isn't always necessarily true, because you really have to work through why certain things are the way they are. Why do you understand that cheating is a bad thing? You don't want to cheat, but then when it comes so close to tiptoeing to the line so that it's easy for you to fall over, why are we not making these connections that that's dangerous for the purpose and the goals that I set up for my life? And why am I okay with going so close, right? And so if that's you, which I feel like we all have these areas, I have these areas, don't just wait for the big thing to come along and expect that you'll just naturally do it right. Don't just wait for the marriage to come along and assume that, well, I know it's wrong, so I just won't do it without putting in the work to put systems in place to make sure that you're going to be successful, that you're doing good, and that you won't fail. So, again, it's all about the systems. And I really, really encourage you guys to think about all the ways that things about someone that you're dating or your partner, when you see them doing stuff that you don't really like and you think, it's not really that big of a deal, think about how that is seeping into other areas of their life, and can you deal with it? Can you deal with it? And I can think of so many other examples of this for myself where I thought, it's not going to be that big of a deal. It's not really going to bother me that much. And then it showed up in other areas of our romantic life or our relationship life. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's so much more of a burden on me this way. And I didn't think it could show up this way. So that's it, guys, for this video. I hope that wasn't vague. I feel like it was a little vague. But I hope the example helped you understand what I mean and what I'm talking about. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.